Hi, 大家好，我是 Jessica. Welcome to the new video of the Common Mistakes series. And today we are talking about the second part of le. In the previous part, we have talked about the first types of mistakes, and today we will talk about the several mistakes of the second type. So we will first have a look of the essential functions of le. And in the previous episode, we were talking about the indicate of a new situation. Only the speaker wants to indicate a new situation, they will put a le at the end of the sentence. So le, and then you indicate what before le is a new situation. Now, and today we were talking about the second main function, and that is indicate an action is completed. So, an action is completed. The common mistakes here is that it's not an action could be completed. In this case, it cannot use le. So, what does that mean? Let's go to some examples. First one, I commonly hear students say that 我觉得了 I thought. And in this example, I had 我觉得了他是中国人. So, I think. And then 了 he is Chinese. So, the possible first mistake is still also the biggest mistake is that students think le is a past tense. No, le is not past tense. So this 我觉得了 is not the past tense of I thought he was Chinese. No, it's not. And also some of students think that, oh, this is the indicate of an action is completed. I have thought that he was a Chinese. It's also not right, because 觉得 is actually to express your opinion. It's like, in my opinion, he was not a Chinese, or in my opinion, this is beautiful, or in my opinion, she is a good teacher. So you want to express your opinion. It's not a concrete action to be completed. For example, if you say 吃了, so you bite and you swallow and then you finish, you can complete the action of 吃, eat. Or you drink, you can complete the action of drink. But express your opinion, it's not an action you can complete. So therefore, 觉得 cannot be 觉得了. So if you want to express the past tense, you think that previously I thought that he was a Chinese, so you can give it a time. So 以前 is previously. So 以前我觉得他是中国人. I thought he was Chinese previously. Now I don't think it anymore. So you can use 觉得. But 觉得了 is never right, because like I said, 觉得 is not an action to be completed. Okay, let's have another example. Is 我喜欢了 Lily. So you might think, yeah, 喜欢 now is clear, is a verb. Yeah, it is a verb, but it's also not a concrete action to be completed. So it's 喜欢 your feelings, like today I wake up, I feel, 我喜欢 Lily. I like her, she's nice. And then tomorrow you wake up, you still have the feeling that, Lily is nice, I like her. So it's not an action such as eat or drink you can complete. So therefore, 我喜欢了 Lily is not correct. If you want to express previously you like Lily, you already know the answer. You give it a time. So, or previously, you can put a year. For example, in 2013, 我喜欢 Lily. So it's very obviously it was in the past. or you can say previously I liked her. Or you want to emphasize that you don't like Lily anymore. You can also, remember, use the le at the end of the sentence to show that before you liked her and now you don't like her anymore. So 现在 now 我不喜欢 Lily 了。So 我不喜欢 Lily now is a new situation. Previously I liked her, now not. So 我不喜欢 Lily 了。And in this case, 喜欢 is also not an action to be completed. It's a kind of feeling, it's to express a feeling. So you cannot use 了 after 喜欢. Well, sometimes we said, yeah, 喜欢了 is not right. But sometimes you say other sentences, it's also 喜欢了, but it's right again. Why is that? So 我喜欢了 Lily 3年 if we give it a time. 我喜欢了 Lily 3年. So you have the feeling of like Lily 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 4th year not anymore. So you give it time to make this action can be completed. So like here I show that in 2011, 12, and 13 我喜欢 Lily. And at the end of the 13 I don't really like Lily anymore. So in 2014 it's 不喜欢, it's dislike her. So you give it a time and then it can be completed. And it's not for all the verbs. For 觉得 you could never, even you put a time, you cannot use 觉得了 because 觉得 is really expressing your opinion. You cannot put a time for expressing your opinion. While the words like your feelings, like you like somebody or you don't like somebody or you admire somebody, these kind of words, when you use when you give it a time, you can use 了. So for example, if we say 讨厌 means hate, so you cannot say 我讨厌了 Lily, but you can say 我讨厌了 Lily 3年. So for those 3 years, you continuously, and then 3rd year finished. So you give it time and the action is finished. Okay, I hope you get some idea about this, what kind of action cannot be finished, or what kind of action could be finished if you give it a time. Now let's go to another kind of mistakes. 我没吃了. So these mistakes indicate the students will probably understand while they use it incorrectly. When you want to indicate something finished, that's verb plus 了. And if you want to indicate something haven't finished, so it's 没 plus verb. So either a thing is finished or not finished. So it's either 没 plus verb or the verb plus 了. So you cannot have all the things together. So either it's 我没吃 or 我吃了. So most of the times you hear very frequently from Chinese people, and they they greet each other. Actually, they use have you eaten? 你吃了吗? So the answer is either you have eaten or you have not eaten. So you cannot put 没 and 了 together. That's not possible. And choose one of them in the structure. So this mistake can be avoided if you practice a lot of have done something or the negative of this structure. So either 做了 or 没做, 吃了 or 没吃. So one of this because the meaning contradict each other. Okay, we just talk about that 没 and 了 cannot be in one sentence. Either you have done and it's 吃了, or you have not eaten, that's 没吃. But here we see another sentence, 没 and 了 together, yet it's right. This sentence have an extra information is 3 days. So the action for it have not happened. I have not eaten. And this 了 belongs to 3 days. So the actual sentence could be understood as 我没吃, I haven't eaten. 3天了. So this 了 is actually not to indicate an action is completed, but it is used at the end of the sentence to indicate the change of state. So look at here. Number 1, day, 没吃, and day 2, 没吃, and day 3, 没吃. So 1, 2, 3, 3天了. So until today, it's 3天了. You indicate it's a new situation. Yeah, you haven't eaten. That's a new situation. And it's 3 days already. This 了 doesn't contradict with 没吃了. Doesn't contradict rule 没 and 了 cannot be together. It is used as another function at the end of the sentence to indicate the change of the state. So I hope this is clear. And yet, we say 没 and 了 cannot be together in a sentence. Well, we say this sentence, 我没钱了. It's right again. So why it's right again? So here, 没钱, 钱 is a noun instead of a verb. So if it's a verb, it's either 吃了 or 没吃, have done or have not done. But here a noun, and it indicates the situation changed. So if you only look at 我没钱, if somebody asks you, 你有钱吗? And you can understand. You can answer 我没钱. They ask you, do you have money? And you can answer I don't have money. 我没钱. It's the same that if somebody asks you, 你有妹妹吗? Do you have a sister? And you can say 我没妹妹. I don't have sister. So the 了 in this case is at the end of the sentence to indicate the change. So indicate I don't have money is a new situation. That means before I do have money and now I don't have money anymore. So I do not have money anymore. So indicates the change of the state. So you can have a simple formula like this. So 没 and 了 cannot be together. If between them it's a verb. Well, if between them it's a noun, so it could be just to indicate the change of the state, such as I don't have money anymore. Or you can also say I don't have cat anymore. So, okay, thank you for watching. I hope this information is helpful. I hope it can clear out a bit of the confusion about 了. And yet I'm talking about the common mistakes, but the mistakes cannot be avoided. Actually, I encourage my students to just use the 了 and in the situations when it's necessary, and to make mistakes. And when you have enough mistakes, and you will understand better how it works. So, thank you for watching and see you next time. 再见。